The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Elena Rodriguez stood before the assembled representatives of 237 species. Her weathered hands gripped the podium, knuckles white against the polished metal. Behind her, holographic displays showed empty star systems where thriving worlds once existed. "You ask why we humans are so protective of our allies," she began, her voice carrying across the vast chamber. "You wonder why we react so intensely when species under our protection are threatened. Let me tell you about the last race that decided to test human anger." The Zolonian delegate shifted uncomfortably in his crystalline chair. The insectoid Vrathari clicked their mandibles nervously. Even the ancient keepers of memory, beings older than most civilizations, leaned forward with interest. 2 centuries ago, humanity had just joined the galactic community. We were young, eager, perhaps naive. We believed in diplomacy, in peaceful coexistence. The galaxy seemed vast enough for everyone. Elena's eyes grew distant. Then we encountered the Vorthak Empire. A collective shudder rippled through the chamber. Some species were old enough to remember that name, though they rarely spoke it aloud. The Vorthak were apex predators from a world where only the strongest survived. They viewed other species as either useful slaves or entertaining prey. When they encountered the peaceful farming colonies of the Kithara, a gentle species known for their beautiful songs and agricultural innovations, they saw opportunity. The Kitharan representative, a tall, graceful being with iridescent skin, bowed their head in remembrance. The Vorthak didn't just conquer the Kitharan worlds. They turned their entire civilization into sport. They would capture families, separate them, and hunt them through manufactured mazes while their nobles placed bets. They recorded the Kitharan death songs and played them as The chamber's atmosphere grew heavy. Several smaller species huddled closer to their human escorts. When humanity learned of this, we sent diplomats. We offered trade agreements, territorial concessions, technological exchanges, anything to stop the slaughter. The Vorthak response was to capture our diplomatic ship and broadcast the torture of our ambassadors across 17 sectors. They wanted the galaxy to see what happened to those who interfered with their cultural practices. Elena paused, allowing the weight of those words to settle. That was their first mistake. But their greatest mistake came next. They decided to expand their hunting grounds to Earth's outer colonies. They took families from New Geneva, children from the farming settlements of Kepler 442b. They thought humans would negotiate, would offer more concessions to protect our people. The ambassador's voice dropped to barely above a whisper, yet every being in the chamber hung on her words. They were wrong. The holographic displays behind her shifted, showing historical military records. Fleet movements, battle formations, industrial capacity reports. Within 6 months, humanity had mobilized every shipyard, every factory, every citizen. We didn't just build a fleet, we became a weapon. Our poets wrote war songs. Our engineers designed ships specifically for Vorthak physiology. Our tacticians studied their psychology until we knew their minds better than they did. The displays showed the final battle. Hundreds of human vessels surrounding the Vorthak homeworld. The war lasted 18 months. Not because we couldn't end it sooner, but because we chose not to. We dismantled their empire piece by piece, liberating every slave species, destroying every hunting ground, erasing every trace of their culture from existence. We saved the home. On the final day, we didn't bombard their planet from orbit. We didn't use fusion warheads or planet crackers. Instead, we landed. Every human who had lost someone in their hunts, every survivor from the colonies, we all went down to their world. We hunted them the way they hunted others. We sang their death songs the way they sang our people's. The silence in the chamber was absolute. When it ended, there were no Vorthak left. No survivors, no refugees, no records of their language or customs. Humanity had methodically erased an entire species from existence. The galaxy watched, and they learned. Elena straightened, her diplomatic mask returning. So, when you ask why we humans are so protective, remember this. We are not naturally violent beings. We prefer peace, cooperation, growth. But make no mistake, harm those under our protection, and you won't just face human military might. You will face human creativity, human persistence, and human memory turned toward a single purpose: your complete and utter annihilation. She gestured to the empty space in the chamber where the Vorthack delegation once sat. Today, no one even remembers their name.